reflect on
points
the
to
record.
points to Titans for that one. That's funny.
AFC already has 5 people clinch playoffs.
Yeah,
That's
outside
fucking insane.
of those playoff teams, it's a pretty weak non-playoff race. Kind of just drops
Did Evan
off.
update the website?
He might have.
He did. Oh my god, he
He
did.
did. Yep, it says week 15.
What
Yep.
a trooper. Less than 4 minutes ago. Steelers.
Yes, it means we can use proper players and stats. Yay!
I love players and stats. Holy shit.
Yay!
We have some fucking stats to talk about, don't we, John?
Oh, don't we?
There's so
We
many.
have 2 teams with running backs both over 1,400 yards and 20 touchdowns.
So, who shuts down who, huh? Any bets?
Well,
And it's a
go
snow
back.
game.
Steelers are, oh my god.
Everyone, before you get into
Isn't
it,
that
everyone.
fantastic?
Everyone get close to the mic for this. This game means so much to the AFC. Titans versus Steelers. And for those of you that don't know or weren't here, we hosted an off-season EML pre-league tournament, and the Steelers Titans was the championship best of 3. Pittsburgh came on top 2-1. And with this kick going to the Steelers, they will reignite the rivalry. John, take us in.
Yeah, 2 of the top performing offenses, 2 of the top performing teams. It's going to be a fun one to watch.
Steelers coming out in the mustard yellow, not Heinz red, sadly. You never get to see a red colorway from the Steelers even though the field is Heinz.
Well, they must not have paid attention to the weather forecast. They didn't know what to expect coming into this game, but at least that mustard yellow stands out on the white snowy field.
That will help them, maybe. And maybe distract the Titans. And John, from this Steelers offense, the impact players are Najee Harris, and Anthony Schwartz. I would have to say on the offensive side.
Yeah, for sure. As you can see with the Titans' defensive linemen lining up on the left side. But, yep, there's Chase Claypool on the crosser. You know, expect to see these teams focus on the run, but not be afraid to take deep shots if they can. You know, the Steelers don't quite have a top deep threat, but, you know, they have pieces around them that each contribute in their own way. You know, Anthony Schwartz has the speed. Dwayne Haskins so far has the arm, talent. Chase Claypool
Is all reliable.
is so reliable. There's just a lot of working pieces that make this team what it is.
And then impact players on this defense have to be Darius Slay and splitting over the middle. Chase Claypool, 2-play touchdown, hitting the bar.
Yikes!
He is so hype. And huh?
He just about pulled an Antonio Brown running towards that goalpost.
But
He was
why do
about
you
to
call
hug it.
timeout?
I have no idea. Must have been a misclick.
That's a big
But,
mistake. But in the snow,
yeah.
PATs are never guaranteed, especially in the Wi-Fi. So let's see
Yeah.
how he fares.
Hopefully their kicker
good.
doesn't slip and fall. Yeah.
What if that was animation Madden?
But-
Just slips and falls.
Yeah, surprisingly, 2 plays, 2 passes, which I
One
was not
touchdown.
expecting on a snowy day like this. But Pittsburgh, putting some points on the board rather quickly, making their statement as to why they should be the 1 seed, but unfortunately aren't.
And Tennessee is looking to be the 1 seed in their division, but they are behind the Houston Texans by a game or 2.
Yeah, I mean, they beat the Texans last time they played in a huge overtime thriller,
That was a good
and
game.
It was for sure a really good game.
Perhaps game of
Probably
the year.
one of the best this year. Definitely top 3. I don't know. I think Rams Bucks is still number 1, but Texans Titans is definitely top 3.
Play action, 2 streak routes. Tannehill backing up under pressure, throwing one-on-one. Can he get there? No PI called. Oh, PI was called. Never mind.
No, timeout was called.
Yeah.
But yeah, Greedy Williams
Got a little too
covering
greedy.
Julio Jones. And that's definitely a matchup you want to look for today, is Julio against what has been a pretty decent secondary. They've been able to hold their own against most teams, but Titans have a really good 1-2 punch in Julio and AJ Brown. So I know signs are pointing to the Titans kind of focusing on their ground game, but maybe they'll try and mix it up with some play action or some deep throws to two very potent wide receivers.
And the impact players, of course, from the Titans offense would obviously be Julio Jones and Derrick Henry. And
yeah, although
Julio,
Derrick Henry seems to be the main focal point because, if I'm not mistaken, Julio's not even the number 1 receiver in yards on this team. He's actually only at 655 compared to AJ Brown's 664. As there's a dump off to Hollister.
Not expected. So Jimmy did not see that coming. They only saw the drag and the 2 streaks, but not the dump off to Hollister. And look at that. Henry only needs like 13 more rushing yards before he hits 2,000 or 1,500.
1,500. I don't know what you're watching.
Yeah, I'm doing some quick math in my head. You know what I mean? Another play action play. Julio on the corner. He's looking all the way. Julio all the way, but hit as he threw TJ Watt.
Bootleg.
That was TJ.
And just swallowed up. And yeah, I mean, we talked about. I just mentioned about the secondary, but they've been able to hold their own mainly thanks to one of the best front sevens in the league. I mean, you got TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, Stephon Tuitt up front. You got Van Der Esch and
Devin Bush, Tanner Muse.
Do they still have Joe Schobert? No, Devin Bush, Tanner Muse. It's just they're wreaking havoc up there, up front, creating pressures and forcing teams to throw the ball and test out these young, developing corners, and they have accomplished what they've needed to so far.
But is that enough to stop King Henry in the backfield? As the play action goes, Muse is fast enough, clicks off to Y. Tannehill's going to run for his life. Beautiful user, disciplined user by Steelers. And that will force a long kick. But, John, I always say it, and I will continue to say it, in the snow, in Madden, in EML, with the Wi-Fi, no kick is ever guaranteed.
Yeah, and especially this Titans user, I think, might be known
Fly
for
left.
it. Oh,
Off the left bar.
It almost snuck back in. It would have been good. I was going to say, I think against, was it New England? Tennessee was having problems kicking?
Yes.
In the rain.
In the rain.
Nonetheless. That one nearly snuck in.
Oh,
But
that's Haskins in the pistol now.
Off the upright.
He knows that they're in zone. He's spreading the D-line. Najee Harris battling for this top running back spot between him and Derrick Henry, both Alabama products. As RPO looking, and good throw. Good throw. Good shit. What happened? Who was he throwing to?
I am not sure. I couldn't quite tell on that play.
Was he under pressure? Did he get it as he threw?
Was he throwing it away? I don't know.
Titans looking to send some heat here. Any RPO action from the Steelers? I would say their go-tos are play action of the crossing variety, inside and stretch plays, and then
Schwartz
outrunning Farley. Oh, a little kissy action there as Schwartz on a weird tackle.
Yeah, I think if you're Tennessee, you want to probably switch your corners to speed. I don't know what you have for speed at your corner depth, but you're definitely going to want somebody on Schwartz because he will torch you all day.
Yeah, Steelers 3-play rotation, crossers.
Oh.
Najee breaking off big one,
man.
making people look stupid out there. Two
Wow.
trucks expecting to hit sticks, but doesn't matter. 16 yards from the first carry from Najee Harris all game. Kind of a late first rush, if you ask me. Should have been used earlier.
Yeah, I mean, when you're off to a hot start like this, it doesn't hurt to, test out what your passing offense is like, since we haven't really seen much of it this year, except for in situational opportunities.
Watch the left side wide open. It leads it to the left side. That was so easy. He saw it from the beginning. He saw it from the beginning. We all saw it from the beginning.
Took it over the top on cover 2.
Watch the left side right here on the instant replay on the bottom. Watch it. He just instantly came up and led his receiver to the left. Dwayne Haskins, great accuracy, and just easy roll into the end zone. Touchdown. Steelers 14-0 already. First quarter PAT pending. John, I'm expecting to see a lot more of this.
Yeah, well, off to a hot start. We're just barely halfway through the first quarter, and Steelers already up 14-0 on their home turf, pending this extra point, which is actually no good.
No good.
So make it 13-0. But regardless, off to a very hot start for Pittsburgh.
And
regardless of the weather,
yep,
they're off to a hot start.
Titans in chat saying, where are my DBs? Well, when you run cover 2 in a streak route, is running off that.
Yeah, especially if they're
cloud
hard flats
or
or
cover,
yeah,
hard or cloud flat. It's not gonna really do much to guard it. And then the safety is watching something else. So.
Well, hopefully Tennessee can rebound.
As there's a
after
cornerback
a drive
covering
that
nobody. Blazing game. Fullback intended to lead the block as Henry gets his third carry for 9 yards. We're expecting to see Derrick Henry run enough to where his X factor is activated, and then let's see how the Steelers stop him.
Yeah.
Then let's see the Steelers stop him.
That's why it's crucial for this Steelers defense to make the stops on D. Henry early on, so that they don't get absolutely toasted by him later.
And speaking of the Steelers defense, they are number 1 in the NFL in rushing defense, and I mean in EML for rushing defense, and number 1 overall defense in EML with 6 pass defense and number 1 rush defense. While Titans, on the other hand, are the number 1 rushing offense. So this game could get interesting. Steelers are ranked second rushing offense, by the way. Another RPO to D. Henry shakes off one man and gets tackled after an easy 10-yard gain.
Yeah, I was going to say, when Pittsburgh puts up points early like this, they're going to force the other team to basically just pass the ball all game, which kind of makes sense, but that'll probably explain why they're so good at rush defense.
There's Fitzpatrick. Can he get there? Meets Henry, stiff arms and off. Henry bouncing off for easy yardage. Great user play by the Steelers, but better play by Derrick Henry. Just bouncing off former teammate Meek Fitzpatrick.
He is a good user, but Derrick Henry just too strong, and Ike himself will attest to the power and the sheer strength of Derrick Henry running the ball.
As he was
this is probably the one rusher, one rushing team that will probably break the streak of, under 100 game, 100. I can't talk.
I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say, honestly.
I was trying to say they'll break the streak of Steelers being the number 1 rushing defense. It'll be Derrick Henry.
It might. Derrick Henry. I mean, if he gets his X factor, which I think he's pretty close to, he might get it.
Yeah.
Another RPO play. Maybe a quick pitch. Maybe a stretch even.
Nose clock's winding down.
I mean, he has plenty of time to get the play off. Derrick Henry right up the middle. Met. I mean,
already got 7 rushes.
I mean, 13-0 first quarter's about to end. I mean, the goal right now is just to keep Steelers offense off the field because Titans have shown no signs of trying to stop it from those past 2 drives Steelers have had. Another RPO, just trying to confuse the Steelers here. Another given to Henry, cuts it inside. Easy first down.
Yeah, now Tennessee's offense is starting to roll a bit, so if you can keep this momentum going and put up 7, you're putting yourself in a really good position to get back in this game.
And King Henry just needs one more rush of 10-plus yards for his X Factor to activate. But he might be lulling the Steelers' defense to sleep. He might go into the Wildcat here, maybe even throw a pass deep on a play action. That's always an option. Beat Steelers in his own game is Derrick Henry. Ike recognizes Derrick Henry is now about to receive the pass. Straight. Jamal Williams in motion.
And he read that perfectly.
And Mika Lane in the hit stick. Read it like a book. And honestly, that's the best case scenario for the Steelers. Forcing the field goal in this game is awful. It's basically like a 4th down. It's basically just like a punt, but with a chance of scoring.
Yeah.
Because as we saw earlier, 53-yard field goal, it's usually automatic from the Titans, but not this game in the snow.
And he
as a stretch play
gets
from
off.
D. Henry rushes right in for maybe negative yardage. Yep, negative.
Yeah, that's TJ Watt for you. He will not allow. Or no, that's not even TJ Watt. That is Van Der Esch, excuse me.
a lot of white dudes on this defense.
He's apparently a superstar now. That's great.
I don't know how people earn this. Here we go. 5 wide back, our football type beat. Batson, probably watching
11.
Batson to Hollister.
He's just going to toss it up there.
It's picked
And
off.
it's
Gotta be. Dropped. Successful defensive drive. Algic Rosas, normally automatic from 50, 45 yards out. But now, wind is, not your friend. Even the slightest bit off to the left could cost you so much.
Oh,
and again.
Yikes. 0 for 2.
0 for 2.
6 points. Wiped away. That is unfortunate.
Instant pause. Yeah, just take some time to get a breather. Because currently, hypothetically, it's 13-6.
Definitely frustrating. Yeah.
I mean, if you're the Titans with that one, you can't be too mad because you did throw it up into triple coverage. It could have been picked off, but luckily it wasn't, which gave you a chance at a field goal, which you're in the snow, in the wind, and the lag, and other things, and you missed. So, at least you had a chance at points instead of getting picked off. As he's going to pinch and then spread. Interesting.
I think he might have thought he would audible to an outside run. Now he pinches again, and
Shable, the fullback, looking. And he was waiting
that's
for
Harris.
Najee Harris was waiting for the D-line to pinch again so we can get an easy outside run. Smart, disciplined play by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, we talk all about how, you can only be so good at Madden, and then it just comes to mind games, just playing tricks with your opponent just to kind of throw them off guard or catch them
Steelers
going one way, and then you just take it
knows
another.
He's in man as Najee tries to get it. Blocks for missed, only like 2 or 3 yards. All right, John. Steelers, man. 11-2 overall, 3-1 in the division, 7-1 the conference, 6-1 home, 5-1 away. The only loss is being to the Seahawks and to the Browns.
Yeah, and that was a questionable loss to the Browns.
Sweatygate, as we know.
Sweatygate.
Najee Harris
my
takes it right up
gosh.
the middle.
Najee Harris.
Get off of me! Oh, you gotta put a stiff arm right there, man. Oh, come on, man.
Oh my gosh.
Najee Harris is that dude and does not expect to stop. Bruising through the Titans defense.
Absolutely. He blazed the hammer. Ooh.
Remember how the Titans offense was aimed to incinerate? Currently, they are the ones being incinerated. As they are now in the red zone again, pending any type of points. As long as Dwayne Haskins or no one does a dumb fumble move, crossing, drags underneath, high throw, Irv Smith. 4-yard gain, clock still is ticking. 5 for 6 from Haskins. Beautiful plays. And I mean, Steelers is pretty set in stone with what he runs. So once you
just cool and calculated. He has him in the palm of his hands right now, up 13-0.
I mean, once you figure out the rotation and how to guard against all of it, you're almost golden, I'd say. We see Ramondre Stevenson in the backfield right here. Goes in motion. What was that?
That RPO action as he's going to go with the screen to Ramondre.
Oh, it's a halfback cross screen, but beautiful user play. Kevin Byron, the tackle, recognizing that and attacking Stevenson right at the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard gain. And if you're the Steelers, you're just trying to get this clock ticked down to about the 2-minute warning, close as you can. Because Titans only have 2 timeouts when they use their first timeout within the first minute of the first quarter.
Yeah, 3rd and 5. Maybe take a shot to the end zone here, or maybe you just want to.
If you're the Steelers, you really just want a first down. Kicking hasn't been the Steelers' forte ever. He's always
especially in the snow. We've had 3 missed kicks already today.
Yep, PAT 2 field goals.
Goes with the spot and go and gets him.
Go. No way he got him. Is that Claypool again in the back of the end zone?
Second of the day. Booth review, and it's probably going to be upheld as it is.
Is it yellow cleats on white snow? It's pretty easy to see. But, John, does he make the PAT?
I mean, maybe they're suggesting that he go for 2 to make it an even 21, which, I mean, isn't an even number, but you know what I mean. Make it a nice 21, yeah.
In terms of football.
There's the gun doubles.
Running from the shotgun.
Expecting potential bubble screen, maybe?
RPO
action?
RPO orbit
that's
bubble.
That's what I'm thinking.
Why not, right?
That's what I'm thinking it's going to be.
What else would he have cooked up?
Or, he's going to swing him out. Yep.
RPO orbit bubble screen wide open. 2-point Schwartz too fast.
Wow.
But John, 2-minute warning is still there. 2 timeouts. Tennessee has to answer.
Yeah, if you're Tennessee, you need a touchdown here. You can't settle for 3. I mean, even if you get ball second half.
Demir Bird fast, but how fast can he be? Not fast enough to break.
Only way for Titans to stay in this game with the way the Steelers' offense has been rolling is to put up 6 here, so do not want to settle for anything less.
I'm just laughing at the Rams user in main chat, sorry.
No.
Just open up the list of abilities. Trust me.
Oh, we had Y in the middle.
Tannehill, man, throwing a conservative underneath route. Take it out of bounds. Easy 7-yard gain. Take what you can get, I guess,
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that. Sets up 2nd and 3, Still got the 2-minute warning, 2 timeouts. So maybe you want to avoid giving the Steelers another chance to score.
2-minute warning hits. John, is this the way you would have expected Game of the Year to go? Or not Game of the Year,
I don't know.
A Game of the Year?
Game of the Week?
Yeah, sure. A Game of the Week, A Game of the Year.
Well, it could have been 21-6, so I mean, I don't know if I would have expected that, but underneath the Henry.
And Henry, you gotta use him.
Field. Yep. Get him involved any way you can.
He needs that one rush for 10+ yards. Looks
like they might have to wait on that till second half unless they want to try and do something. I don't even know.
Why not, right?
Yeah.
I mean, chances are Titans Steelers are going to come out in some, empty, some like nickel dime sets, I imagine. Or else they're just specifically responding to what the Titans bring out. And why not bring out Derrick
Truly on that left side.
Julio on a streak. Too fast. Julio going
and
one-on-one.
PI.
Another PI call from the Steelers. Is that greedy again? No, that would be Chris Westry out of Kentucky, the 6'4" cornerback out of Kentucky. 90 speed. It's currently being developed.
6'4". He must have thought he could catch that ball that was about to go out of bounds.
He easily could have, I'm sure.
Intriguing play call here. Might have what? No.
Fitzpatrick, the user,
Just
wide to
put
be
it
off the
underneath,
back
and he
foot.
loses 5 yards. So that.
At least you go out of bounds, though, right?
I mean, at least you do, but yeah, that is the opposite direction you want to go because you do not want to try for a field goal, especially from this range.
Yeah, no, he's missed one from 52 and one from 45. Best bet is to get within at least 30 yards.
And Tanner Muse just reads the read option, or not the read option, excuse me, the screen, and that'll set up 3rd and 20. And if I'm the Steelers, I might consider taking a timeout.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You know, if you really want to
team
keep putting points on the board, I don't know.
No, he's running true clock. He can't exactly do that, but sure.
Julio's one-on-one.
He's been looking for Julio
Might just
all
be best
game.
Well,
One. Nope, backing off
RB?
again. RB.
He's got him. Is he close? Oh, he might think he's short. 4th and inches.
4th and inches. Let's see here. No huddle offense.
Gets it off to Derrick Henry, and he's going to get out of bounds.
Oh.
Wow.
Really? No way.
Wow.
Ain't no way.
4th
Hey,
and inches, and he
triple
goes with the slants.
I've never seen a triple slant concept.
Wow.
Someone,
it's a gun trips.
Someone clip that. That doesn't exist.
That makes sense.
Yo,
that exists.
Hey, yo, don't let Cowboys see that. Don't let Cowboys.
I've seen that before.
Don't let Cowboys see that. Don't let Cowboys see that. He might fucking nut. He might nut at the side of it, looking for A here
He's
immediately.
got A wide open. Please, no.
He's done this a lot. That route's been open for him, and he has thrown it late almost every time.
Yeah, running cover 3. That tight end corner will be wide open 9 times out of 10.
Unless you have your
Tannehill just
drops.
not accurate with that throw.
Unless your zone drops are correct. Yeah, 9 times out of 10. That probably should be beaten.
Another potential cover 3 look here.
Any blitz from the Steelers? We're looking. They seem to be pressing and bringing 5 men. Only blitzing 4. Yep, there's what I was talking about. They brought the
T.J.
heat.
Watt.
The
Sets up
clock is
3rd
still
and 10.
stalled.
Tannehill is almost winded out. He'll need to catch a breath and try one more time
That will affect his throwing.
for either a first down or a shot at the end zone.
It will affect everything
Who
about.
knows? Maybe
Tannehill.
they just hand it off to Henry.
I mean, if he gets 10 plus yards.
Because,
that
I mean,
could
this
be
is 4 down
fascinating.
territory, and you're down 21.
I mean, if you go for a 3rd and 24th, and
He goes underneath
the
to Henry. Can he get it? Oh, my gosh.
Henry, no,
Calling
stop
timeout,
in 4th
4th and inches.
again.
You just hand it to Henry?
Yeah, you have to.
Have one timeout.
This is a literal Seattle Seahawks situation. You have to hand off to Henry. You don't do anything else.
Back dive, maybe?
No, you don't even run fullback dive. You don't risk anything.
You have Derrick Henry.
You literally you have Marshawn Lynch. You have Derrick Henry. You have Najee Harris. You don't give it to anybody else. You don't trust anybody else. Okay, you trust plays in game. Clock ticks. Last time out. John.
That is a gutsy play call that pays off.
Yeah, but he needs a touchdown.
I mean, you're set up at the 6-yard line, so I'd expect he's not going to try and check down underneath unless it's absolutely wide open.
And the thing is, even I think if he checks down and he doesn't get it, and like no huddles or spikes,
No, he's not going to have time.
I don't think
he's not going
to be missed it by 2.
I would see Hollister on this corner, maybe. Definitely. Might have had him.
Underneath, Tannehill running for his life.
He's just going to throw it. Yep, good job. Maybe might have had Hollister. Or is it Hollister? I don't know who it is.
It is Hollister.
It is Hollister? Okay. I
Jacob.
thought he might have had him on that corner.
Of the Jacob variety.
Might have been worth it to just try and throw it up one-on-one, but good on him to throw it away. Got
Julio one-on-one. It was always Julio one-on-one.
Users definitely watching. You definitely want to just put put Hollister there as a decoy.
It was always Hollister. I mean, it was always Julio. On a slant, huh? Tight end on a slant?
And he gets him.
No way. Julio's...
Yep.
The Titans have done
Julio
this
Jones.
all season. They put Julio one-on-one and just lob it up, and 8 times out of 10 he'll come down with it. Touchdown Titans, but
That'll
can
happen
he
when
make
you're
the
superstar
PAT?
X Factor.
But can
I
he
think
make
he
the
got
PAT?
it. Oh no, the wind. The wind.
Dink.
Oh
Madness
boy.
is a cruel mistress.
It is.
Well, John, it's currently 21-12, technically.
Technically. I mean 13 actually. It's 2 field goals plus a touchdown. With the extra point, that's 13.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yes. 21-13.
Mondre.
Like, we're doing the old Madden 19 strat of coming out and back in. For the Steelers, you don't try and go for this, do you?
Oh, absolutely not. You might as well. Yep, they're just coming out in goal line.
But what if Najee breaks it?
I would be surprised.
But what if? But
now they're at the 41.
but what if he does?
No, they're not gonna get a touchdown-worthy play here. I
we've
highly
seen that happen
doubt it.
before.
Yeah, against the Lions. It's not gonna happen here. It's not unless PI is called on a deep pass. I'm telling you, nothing's gonna happen out of this. He's just padding his yards. Don't worry about it.
Halftime will hit. This game of the week.
He's panicking.
Titans will receive. Hey, that's kind of neat. The Titans. Kind of good.
Yeah, Titans getting the ball back. It's good on them to get a touchdown at least out of that drive.
But now
get another one here.
In crunch time, what's your game plan?
Is that
any
wait?
different?
He was sitting there for a while. Does Madden like not have the timer start until you get out of the end zone?
Yeah.
Good on them.
Yeah. You can like
you
dance
can
in
just
there.
chill out in the end zone and wait to get tackled, basically.
Yeah, but I think that results. It's still a live ball, but
it's still a touchback, but no time would come off the clock, right?
Yeah.
Oh, does he have him?
Demir Bird
It's
with
intercepted.
the throw.
Wow, he might have had the sideline one. He went
I
up to
mean,
Julio. Oh.
You're
Yikes.
throwing with Demir Bird, right? What do you expect?
Oh, was it Demir Bird?
That was a wildcat throw, right?
Oh, I did not. No, I couldn't tell. Yeah, that's Demir Bird. I thought he had the sideline guy. It looked like.
No, but that's where that throw power will come into play.
Goes for Julio, who's double covered and unfortunately not able to bring it down.
First turnover of the game. That's not what you want to see for the Tennessee Titans. Anthony Schwartz in motion. Looking to split this cover 3 wide the fuck open if you're in the stream crowd here. Nope, it's Najee getting it. Looking like the next Derrick Henry.
Now that Pittsburgh has the ball, they have control. They're probably
well
just going to ground and pound.
Yep, they're going to work that clock, baby. They're going to milk that clock to home and back. I'll tell you what, brother.
Yeah.
Here he goes again. Harris tackled finally at the line of scrimmage. Haven't seen that often. It comes to him. Oh my God.
Why don't we, why don't you continue to commentate the game? I'll check in on our buddies over in San Francisco.
You want me to hold on?
They are
hold on.
closing in
from New York.
No. I'm just just giving a quick little update. I won't give any highlights or anything because the game's almost over. But 37-14 San Francisco.
Oh, beating the Falcons?
And it just hit 2 minutes in the fourth quarter, so they have gone through their game rather quickly.
Yeah,
but
probably.
Kyle Pitts wide open for a touchdown.
So what? So what will that make it? Final score roughly.
Well, I'll make it 37-20. Probably 21, pending extra point. But I don't want to say he's padding Pitts' stats, but that looked a little obvious because he ran commit there on that play. But
Evan did?
yeah, it looked like it because he had nobody deep and he just threw it down.
Oh, man. Well, Kevin Byard almost picks up the Steelers as Tennessee forces a 4th and 10 from the Steelers' first punt in the game.
Yeah, that's huge coming off of a turnover to start the second half. You know, getting the ball back. You lose a couple of minutes of time, but now you're just getting the ball back and starting over as if it's the beginning of the second half once again.
But how can Harving set this up? Oh, man. You can't be...
Beautiful
It doesn't
punt.
get any better than that.
Oh, man. Oh, so close.
So close.
Oh, wow. So close.
All that speed on the Steelers and still can't recover.
Am I...
What
Sorry,
happened?
going back to... What is...
Why do you throw 2 from coverage?
Why, but I'm sorry, I have this
Why?
San Francisco Atlanta game.
Live feed from San Fran?
Don't know what's going on. Apparently, Warner is in at tight end.
Is head commissioner letting some things be bad?
Head commissioner is letting Fred Warner run around, basically.
Also, John tried to refrain from any commentary that might help the Titans. He's currently in chat. Normally, that certainly won't help him.
That will not help.
Times you can try to not do that next time. That's for sure.
Yikes.
As Greedy Williams has a pick already now, a fumble recovery.
Oh, man.
John, we haven't talked about it, but Steelers known for their big hits and fumble forcing abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll do that to you.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
DB
It's
blitzes
just,
all the way around.
It's a blur to me at this point. I'm
All
too
right.
used to it.
His user is on the blitz. Does his user commit to the blitz here? Let's see if he heard me in time. Nope, he's running around with his blitzing user. Throws it away. Can't do that, pal. Sorry.
Cannot do that.
Sorry. Usually we don't really want people playing the game, also watching the stream, and we'll try and refrain from any commentary that might we usually say. But the first word of advice is not get force fumbled. First word of advice. Kevin Byard here on the sub linebacker position, pinching the D line as we attempt to see.
Carrier conservative is your friend.
And splits the cover 2 and does not get it.
Haskins that time could not.
He cannot do it. He has the arm talent for some throws, but some throws a little bit doesn't really feel like
Pull
throwing.
off. Yeah.
Maybe some snow on his glove. Made the ball come out wrong. You never know what can happen in games like these. As Byard again, the user Schwartz in motion. Nope, small little motion.
Ever so slightly of motion.
The world's shortest yard. Looking to split the cover 2. Can he throw it in the end? Claypool, clutch catch.
Wow.
He's been doing that all game. Claypool.
Yeah, this
Great
is
catches. 4 receptions, 92 yards.
2 touchdowns.
And 2 touchdowns, not to forget. But, John, what do the Steelers have cooked up here? RPO? Pistol?
Probably just run the
Pistol
ball.
run?
Just take as much time off the clock as they can.
Jet touch pass to Claypool. He gets hit immediately. But that's fine for the Steelers because that clock is still going.
Yeah.
That clock's still chugging along. But negative 1 yard. So, not where you wanted to go.
Second and goal, probably just going to be an inside zone if I had to guess.
For sure.
Or an RPO.
To Claypool,
Claypool
who's
gets
rejected at
stuffed.
the
Tried to go for
line.
his 3rd of the day. Do you think he has a potential breakout game for him?
He would have had to
Or
report
do you
it.
think he's just...
Well, breakout games were turned off.
Oh, they were just turned off?
Yeah, Evan said it in Commish Talks. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, for all you talking, no more breakout games for you.
Oh.
Sad. They're broken.
Well, I guess he's just force-feeding him, I guess.
It's not really...
don't know
It's been
if
5 receptions.
It's 6. Not force-feeding him, but...
Well,
yeah.
one was a jet touch pass. So... Najee Harris.
Fake touch
rejected.
pass, and Najee gets stuffed.
All right.
And a goal line stand for Tennessee.
Field goal. Oh, boy.
Settle for 3.
If you miss this.
If he misses this or if he goes for it, I will be stunned.
He could call it. He can't call it fake. He's leading and at the 5. All right, it's
He's
up and
got
it's
it.
good. It was nice little wee, this little chip shot. Steelers 24-13 currently. Just kidding, 24-6. All right, John. We have a comment here from the Vikings user. He says Dwayne Haskins always seems to have a clean pocket, which is surprising considering Steelers doesn't have a great O-line.
Yeah, you could probably credit the sliders for that one. I don't even know why the supposedly 32nd ranked offensive line is playing so well. Guess he just knows Madden better than we do, and throwing the ball away at his own one.
Almost inside his own end zone.
Seems like offensive line is a bit buffed, considering
not from these last
rushing
couple
yards.
plays.
Well,
Ike has done it before with different sliders, so.
yeah, and all the rushing yards they've seen, and all the open lanes and
Something to
such.
talk about in the offseason for EML as he
Possibly.
throws
Nearly intercepted.
off the deflection almost.
Highlight reel.
Highlight reel, baby. Not from the pick of the year in the Saints-Jets game, I think, or was it Packers-Bears where it tipped off the guy's foot?
That was Packers-Bears.
It tipped off his foot. If y'all were there for that, I suggest you be there for that one. Because only in email do those things happen. That's why you watch. Whether you're new, old, this is why you watch EML. And this year, predicting the slant, and again, another drop pick.
Oy.
Ay. Tannehill, 2 back-to-back throws thrown right into that bright yellow jersey. You would think he sees it differently by now, but no. No. John, 4-down territory for Titans. This is make or break, literally.
Yeah, I mean, you're at your own 25, so...
You don't try
You're
and
really
trust
tough
the defense
if
here?
you don't. I mean, you haven't been able to make a stop yet. I mean, except for that 1 4th down.
After the pick, yeah.
But, yeah. Just a tough break.
Let's watch it. Tannehill looking back, and he's going to just get a strip, sack, fumble. Cameron Hayward is ecstatic.
I think he was looking to go underneath with Henry and try and cut up field, and he just got stuck on that line. Stuck in that pile of bodies.
And that will result
Yikes.
in 31-6, or as otherwise 31-13 score. Pittsburgh leads Tennessee in the third quarter, and John, Pittsburgh will probably be coming out in true clock if Tennessee scores or not again.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tennessee comes out in true clocks. They probably want to get out of this game as soon as they can. This has been upsetting to see out of a highly anticipated game.
I mean, in the first round of the playoffs, when these teams met, Titans took away a game from the Steelers. In a relatively close game, I'd say. I think it was double-digit lead. The Titans won, but relatively close nonetheless. And then 2 games in a row, Steelers won. And then there it is.
Does he have him on the sideline? Yes, he does.
He does. That's a clean throw.
A.J. Brown.
Even cleaner catch as cover 3 lock does not lock that play up. And everyone, I would like to remind you for not being hype as you want us to be. It is 1 a.m. my time and midnight John's time. So we apologize if we're not as hype.
And it's also a bit of a blowout right now.
Yeah, not what you want to expect or see
He's
from
got-
Game of the Week. Santanto's just going to run
Yeah.
20 yards back and just
He had to be wide open, and he just
went backwards
was
for
not.
20
He
yards.
was just looking downfield.
And why would you do that? To run straight backwards? What does that entail? What's the
Well,
process?
if you run directly left to right, you're just going to run into what I'm assuming is a contain, where TJ Watt or Cam Hayward is coming off the edge or something.
And looking
Just throw it
almost
deep and
caught, actually.
yeah.
This Rams do something else. A.J. Brown looking for the first down. Will get it. Tannehill?
Oh, no huddle now.
I mean, why not, right? What do you have to lose? As there's a quarterback guarding nobody. He backs up in the cloud. As Tanner Muse looks to picks it up perfectly. Can't get the Tanner.
Tanner Muse.
Oh, man.
Try just run around circles. It looked like he read it pretty perfectly, but wow.
Just had to run around in a little quick circle there. You know, sometimes you got to do things to do other things. As Tannehill looks into play action, RB looking, throwing, and that is picked off by who other than Devin Bush, who's the fastest player in this defense, maybe, and hit sticked. And John, that is it safe to call it game or Titans still have a chance?
I mean, at this point, expect the Steelers to just run the clock down as much as they can. Up at least 3 scores. I don't have the exact.
Nothing. The Steelers.
Full start
Full
there.
start.
But yeah, 25-point game. At least 3 scores. More than that. I'd say this game is just about as over as you can call it.
Everyone's converging on the A and B gaps, which leads the outside wide open. Schwartz is too fast, and that great tackle by who was that? Bud Dupree caught up to Schwartz. Thank you, the sliders, for that one. Otherwise,
yeah,
maybe not have
good pursuit angle from the user. Cut him off.
And that's another handoff to Harris. Did we see Chew Clock coming yet?
I think we have. It was like just over 2 minutes.
Nope, he is not. I'm gonna text him right now. Better turn on Chew Clock.
You better. Well, end of the third quarter. 31-6.
Remember, everyone, even though you're a commissioner, you're not immune to the rules.
Well, we'll have to review that 49ers-Falcons game because there might have been a little...
Collusion?
Well, you could call it that. I don't know.
Oh, and a heart.
Probably say they're just having a little bit of fun.
A little bit of trolling
Yeah,
never hurts
especially
anybody.
with Fred Warner apparently catching a pass, but...
I officially forgot he said, "Oh shit, thank you."
He's too focused in.
He's too locked in.
He's too locked in, and that is when he is scary. Because as you can see, 31-6.
But I guess the type of guy to never change up whatever works. You know, he'll keep running the same things till he's forced to change. But he's also pretty decent at adapting.
I mean, you know, regardless of whether he finishes first seed or not, he is probably the scariest user to go up against.
Triple slant to play action.
Considering
read,
he's been
Jesus.
a recurring EML Super Bowl champion, I think at least twice.
Him and I are tied at Super Bowl wins. What a great pass from Tannehill.
Yeah, those RPO bubbles, they are 50-50 on either being incomplete like that or just being caught right in front of the blockers instead of they should be is behind the blockers.
Well, that one looked to be behind the blockers as we're going to see Demir Bird come
But
in.
incomplete.
Demir Bird's going to come in looking wide open again. Can he get there? Oh my god.
That's the one I said he should have gone before, and he went that way in a first down.
How did he catch that? That was engage 8. Who caught that ball? Who's Jay Brown?
Number 12.
Is this Philly?
Yeah, third stringer.
Is this Philly? Oh boy.
Oh, is he going Philly?
Is this like real Philly or fake Philly? Because fake Philly's goated. Oh,
That's
no.
oh my
Kicked
days.
right
Oh,
back
just
into
take
Leighton
it down.
Vander Esch.
Oh, what is he doing?
Honestly, game of the week, you know. Really gotta leave your mark, I guess. 5 turnovers from Tennessee. Tennessee, if you're still listening to this, you will know that my philosophy: if you force 5 turnovers, he did not beat you. You beat yourself, and you surely did beat yourself. But in those first couple quarters, he did beat you. 38-13 is our imaginary score. No hope in sight for the Tennessee Titans. John, let's talk about the playoffs.
I really don't know if I want to talk.
No?
We're just watching a game that's already over just drag on, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I've thrown in like a bit of state disconnect.
Huh?
No, I'm kidding.
What?
I said I think it should have stayed disconnected because this
did
game's
you?
already over.
I hope it saved my stream. Oh boy, that 3-hour stream. That'd be shit.
Yeah, I'm
if it
just
didn't.
watching the OG stream.
Oh man.
And that's gonna be intentional grounding. Just get me out of here.
Didn't want to take the sack. He's just gonna get out of here. I mean, everyone, you signed up for Game of the Week, so it involves the Steelers in the snow, and his run game is deadly. You expected to see Derrick Henry versus Najee Harris. You have seen Steelers at home came to fucking play. They came to fucking play. John, Tennessee, currently the 5th seed. Pittsburgh the 2nd seed. Does this affect anything in the playoffs or no? You got anything for me?
I want to watch this Philly special play out. Oh, it's just a run. Okay.
Yeah, but it's that one. That one's dope. That one works better normally than the extra Philly.
Well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a tough wild card race. I mean, you're still going to be in the playoffs regardless, but maybe you want to drop a bit. You know,
There
the
goes.
5th seed, you're basically
Oh man,
getting matched up against the 2 seed,
there goes Tannehill.
which is in all likelihood either Pittsburgh or Houston. So maybe you want to drop and try your.
So you're telling me there's a chance we're gonna see this in the playoffs again?
If Titan stays at 5th seed, maybe, but I mean it's a tight race between 5, 6, and 7 because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is Titans, Broncos, and who's the last one? What is the last one? I think it's out
Houston,
of,
Pitt, Las Vegas, New England, Tennessee, Baltimore, Denver.
Baltimore, that's the one. Tennessee, Baltimore, and Denver. And just adding to the fire. That is this game. I've gone through 2 straight games of this. I'm done for the day.
Torn.
I had to watch
Jets,
an
Saints.
Eagles Jets. Yeah, I had to watch an Eagles Jets game. Commentate that, and that was a struggle. Oh, don't do it. He's done it. All right, Najee Harris is getting suspended for that
Why?
because he's running up the score. That's why. I don't care.
He's gonna have words about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Rightfully so. He's getting shut down for the rest of the year.
No, he's not.
At least the regular season. He can come back for playoffs, but
Just ran up the score one time, results in 3-game suspension.
well, considering he's approaching the touchdown mark that I said that he could go for. Yeah,
Oh boy.
he's
Tynes is in the chat, not happy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
I thought he was just calling short plays to run out the clock. I didn't think he was actually going to score.
And he picks it off, and he doesn't take it down. He's just gonna run it back.
Well, if he scored, that was the issue. There's no issue in picking it off and running it back.
Well, the assumption is that if you're running it back, you're at least trying to score instead of just taking it down right away. As Najee gets more yards. Why not? I don't even want to be a part of this post game.
I was gonna say
I'm just dipping.
Don't know if we will have a post game interview session. This game.
Like, I mean, at this point, just like sub out your running back. You know, why are you just feeding Najee Harris? Or at least just, you know, eat the ball or something. Why is it always got to be these elaborate... Unless there was something going on earlier, like some beef being talked about or something.
I don't know if there's any.
There's some trash talk or anything.
I don't know if there's any trash talk or anything.
Hope not.
If there is, we never heard about it. But, you know, trash talk usually more or less permits
Well,
things like that to happen.